All right, let me know. I switched over sound settings. Let me know how the sound is on this one, and we will start as soon as possible here. All right, let's see here. So yeah, let me know, everyone, how the sound is. I'm going to give people a few minutes just to get in here because, like I said, I had some problems with the mic, so no big deal. I am good to go right now. So as soon as you guys could give me the awesome heads up on if the sound is good, we will get started because, boy, do I have a good one for you. I don't even know where the heck my phone is, you guys. Like, that is what is going on. So, yeah, let me know how the sound is once you guys log in, and I will get started. Sorry, just hanging out, waiting for you guys all to pop in. And sorry about the sound before. That was my bad on that. I switched mics here, and, yeah, I'm sure it probably blew out the sound pretty bad. So, sorry about that one. All right. Let me see here. Just waiting, giving people a few minutes to log in right now. And like I said, if you guys could, give me a sound check on that and we will get started. All right. Dun, 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 dun. I got my water today too. All right. Party Farm says I got a meeting starting soon. War Galley says sound is good. What's up, everyone? I have not been online for a while. I'm sorry, I haven't been live for a while. It was really tough, like when my dog stuff happened, because my dog always hung out with me when I was live, and I don't know if you guys, saw like one of the last streams I did a couple months ago. That's when my dog got really sick. We were on stream, so I kind of backed off on the live streams. But today I am not backing off on the live streams. Today we are going to talk about the big news, and yes, it is now official. Yes, I kid you not, it is now official because as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. It is official, everyone. June 10th at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. MoneyGram launches pioneering global to crypto cash service on the Stellar network. Yes, official right now, June 10th at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A huge shout out has to go to Bob Spade. Bob, you are the man. Why are you the man? Because I just posted this video about the update with MoneyGram and the Seth Green story. And what does Bob do? Bob sends me a link literally 11 seconds or whatever it was after I posted the video. Bob sends me a link, or a minute, whatever, after the video. Bob sends me a link and it says this, that yes, it is official. This is on PR Newswire. No, this is not from a wallet. No, this is not from a third-party source. This is directly from Stellar and MoneyGram corporate logos up on the top of the screen. Available now in a number of key global remittance markets, including Canada, Kenya, Philippines, and the US, with additional countries launching through June. There you go. MoneyGram is official. What you saw a few days ago, I would refer to most politely as a soft opening. The ability to open crypto digital wallets to people in the United States isn't that big of a deal because our underbanked population is not that big. But in the rest of the world, where cash-based societies are huge, yes, this is a big deal. So, money being allowed to move from chain and off chain in the United States, not a big deal. But now with the official announcement and the opening of countries outside of the United States, here we go. And again, those countries are Canada, Kenya, Philippines, and the United States. This went live June 10th. There you go. And now on to the comments. Party Farm says, hey dude, love your videos. It's great to get short 2 to 3 minute videos and news and stuff. No, of course, I am glad I can bring you that news. And in fact, the reason why I do my videos so short, and they don't start off short. I'm being God honest truth with you guys. They actually start off quite a bit longer. And I literally just chop out anything that I don't think provides value to you. So what ends up happening is I end up doing my video and then I go through the edit process and then I watch it as if I'm one of you guys. And if I'm like, yo, this part is boring or I don't like this, or this, I cut that stuff out because I value your time. And I want to get you the most concise news as possible. But here it is. MoneyGram is officially live June 10th. Yes, officially live June 10th. And in fact, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to share this article on Twitter because guess what? We are officially live June, I can't even type, guys. June 10th, United States. I'm going to put Canada, Kenya, Philippines, two P's in Philippines. There you go. There we go. Check it out. We are live and we are talking about now. So you guys tell me, what are your thoughts right now regarding this? I know there was a lot of FUD out there saying, hey, this program wasn't working, it's not good, or hey, is it open yet? The reality is they opened it on that US side first to make sure the mechanism for on-ramping money on and off worked before they opened the corridors to these other countries, including Canada, Kenya, and the Philippines. So you guys let me know, what do you think about this stuff? This is what we have been waiting for a long time. And actually what I'm going to do right now is I want to pull up XLM's charts here to see if there's any movement of price since this announcement. And this announcement, like I said, happened 45 minutes ago. And there you go. You could see through the announcement, that's about, yeah, it was released at 1:15. So there you go. That's the news. That's the hit you were to expect right there. Price action right when this announced. And you have to disregard the time on my PC. I have this set for a different locale. But right here, right where I have my cursor, you can see that is where the announcement was made. See how it says 5:15? That coordinates with 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. War Galley chimes in. Hopefully with it now officially live, the price gets a bump back up from how much it went down today from the other news. And that's the big thing I think that we all have to think about. In War Galley, here is a direct answer to your question right here. You said, hey, hopefully the price rebounds back. All right, so this is what happened. And if you guys don't know what happened right here to cause this price dip, this right here was the announcement of the CPI data that was 40 years in the making record-wise. Yep, we broke another record. I think it was 8.6%. So on the announcement of the bad CPI data, which probably means that the Fed is going to kick us another 75 basis point hit rather than a 50 basis point hit, that sent XLM and all the other cryptos down, down, down. Now, right here you can see on the screen, this is where the announcement of the MoneyGram news was made. This announcement right here took the price from 13.3 up to 13.5. So again, not a big move, but look at the hit of volume that came here in that short amount of time. And I'm going to close my door so that you guys don't hear the dog noise. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, so that is what happened. So yes, we did see a price movement from MoneyGram, but it is minuscule compared to what we really do need to see. And for those of you that are watching right now, I wanted to say thank you. Make sure you hit that like button and do what you can to support the channel because I have been cranking out massive amounts of content that are short format, so I keep you and your time valuable and important. Your time is valuable and important to me. That's what I'm trying to say. But yes, it is official now. I'm telling everyone that right now. June 10th at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. It is official, all right? Anything you have seen before this is what is politely known as a soft opening. During a soft opening, you only open up one keyway, one portal, one path, and you work through the kinks. You would not open up the entire network at the same time. No, you wouldn't. So when you guys are out there and when you are hearing things about, hey, MoneyGram, is it working? Is it not working? No, it's working. Especially now because it's turned on and it's live. Everything that you guys have been seeing before was just within the United States. And that's what I wanted to talk to everyone about right now. For MoneyGram to only be open in the United States, it's not a big deal. The key to MoneyGram is for someone taking cash, and hear me out on this. The key for MoneyGram, and this is where you're going to get the crypto mass adoption. This is where you're going to get people more interested in this. The key is going to be people in these remote countries. I want you to think of Kenya and Philippines, because those are the two right now that are open, that are most heavily affected by this. Kenya and the Philippines, you can now take cash, right? Exchange that cash for crypto, USDC. You can then use that USDC, on exchanges wherever the heck you want, and buy investments. That opportunity was never available before. That's the key to Stellar and MoneyGram, and that is why I am so excited, because yes, it is now officially live. War Galley chimes in, wonder how much of an increase in transactions there will be on the chain once things get flowing with MoneyGram customers moving onto this change. And War Galley, I'm glad you said that, because guess what we look out for on this channel? We look out for organic stats like that. And the best thing that you're going to be able to see, War Galley, and everyone else out there, because we're talking about transactional activity. Will the MoneyGram launch now increase transactions on the chain, right? That is how scalability works. That's how mass adoption works. Not just investors growing, but users of the product growing. What you can do is you can go over onto the ledger performance section here, and we can actually track to see if transactions are going up. Are we seeing more people use this program? And in fact, what we can do, we can zoom out even further and see, well, hey, wait a minute. If we go month by month, right? Let's just pretend we go month by month. Can we see an uptick from when they announced it in June? Because now we know the date. The official date for it to be open was today, June 10th, all right? Not a few days ago. Now we can see that from June 10th on, will transactions on the chain increase because of adoption and usage of this MoneyGram portal? Huge, huge factor here. We will be able to trace it. We will be able to analyze what the impact is on the chain. Now, in terms of specific price impact, all right, let's talk about that. The first hit right here, I just have today up on the screen. Ignore the time. I have my PC. I have this set for a different time zone. But up on the screen right now, where I have my cross, is when the announcement of that data came out. The announcement of that data came out at 8:30 this morning, all right? Awesome, all right? What happened was price declined, all right? We talked about that. I've told everyone about that. This is what you have to worry about. I had it on this video. It's a June calendar month video. Go watch it. But now look what happened price-wise. When the announcement of MoneyGram happened, which was at 1:15, and I'm going to put it right at 1:15 on here, right here, look at what it did to the price. There was definite movement on the price. People are watching and listening to this. Now what we have to do, though, is we have to get more people using this program. Using this Stellar MoneyGram program in the United States does not do us much at all. It really doesn't. People in the United States don't need more ways, more access to investing, all right? Sorry about that. The United States as a whole, is very much a strong digitally based banking society. Very different than South America, Africa, and Asia Pacific emerging area. Those three that I just listed, okay, those are your big ones. And what I'm looking at right now is Kenya and Philippines. That's what I'm looking for right now, because it was just announced today. Yes, the official launch. If you have not heard, Stellar MoneyGram is live. It went live today, June 10th at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In fact, this news was provided by the Stellar Development Foundation. This article was found on PR News Wire. It does not get any more official than that. So when you see other stories out there regarding, hey, a person is Stellar, no, wasn't a representative of Stellar. That is someone who is very close to Stellar. Stellar now is officially announcing their launch, and there you go, June 10th, 1:15 Eastern Standard Time, it is up. So now War Galley says, how much of an increase in the transactions will be on the chain once things get flowing? We talked about that, and we can track it. We can track those transactions. We can track movement. Be very, very interesting to see. Lao says hello, and hello to everyone watching, and thank you everyone for serious support, for all the serious support you guys have had regarding the channel. We have been cranking out tons of content. I even worked on my birthday. Yep, I worked on my birthday and cranked out 3 videos for you guys to keep you all up to speed. War Galley says, the question about those fees though, is it cheaper than the competition? All right, War Galley, here's how this works, all right? Right now, the average remittance fee, okay, and if I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to pull up a map just so I can have a visualization that's going to help me out on this. The average remittance fee is anywhere from 10 to 14%. I want you to think about that. That is 10 to 14%. Now, think about this. I haven't seen, I know for like, I thought it was $100. It was like $3 for USD fees, USDC fees. Sorry about that. But this is how this is going to work, War Galley, and this is why this is big. I want you to imagine that you now are in the United States. You exchange cash for USDC. You can now send that USDC wallet to wallet using what? The Stellar chain. That's kind of obvious. To other people out there. The other people that you could send it to could be in Kenya or the Philippines, where you are now able to see them off ramp that money. And I'm looking for a certain chart here, you guys. Here we go. This is the one I'm looking for. And so what I'm looking for, and because they announced, all right, Kenya and Philippines. So I know I want you to think about that. Look at those cash-based societies of Kenya, Philippines. 1% and 2% of those people, all right, are non-cash. So big need for cash, big need for investments, big need for off-ramp portals. And that's what we're talking about today. So the fees, are the fees cheaper? Yes, they are definitely cheaper. They really, really are. There was a story I did about El Salvador. And don't quote me on this. This was a while ago. The stats on El Salvador were something kind of crazy. It was like 20 billion a year they spend in remittances, and their average was something like 10 or 11% in fees. That means just El Salvador as a country spends $2 billion just in the fees of moving money from outside of the country to in the country through the remittance payment corridor. So now with MoneyGram, Stellar, I mean, those fees, just a rough approximation, you're looking at those fees being cut in half. So now what's the big thing? The big thing is going to be getting people out there to know that these products exist, getting the public to know that these products exist, getting people to understand what the products are and what they're used for. So you're going to ask me, you're going to say, well, Klaus, why is Stellar and MoneyGram launched today, June 10th, the official launch date? Why is this so significant? Because underbanked and unbanked people do not have access to a lot of investment and banking opportunities like you and I would in our developed societies. Underbanked and unbanked people cannot invest in crypto. They cannot invest in a whole bunch of other things. Why? Because they don't have bank accounts. But now with MoneyGram, which went live today, June 10th at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, huge shout out to Bob Spade for email or messaging me that one. You can now take cash. Someone in Kenya can now take cash. Give that cash to a MoneyGram office, have it converted to USDC, have it put on their wallet, and they can go shop with it at any of the exchanges that are available to them. Those are opportunities that were never there for the unbanked and underbanked people out there. The other big thing that this ties into is think about loans right now, everyone. When you go through hard financial times, maybe there's a car repair that comes up, or there's a health thing that comes up. You can go and you can get, all right, a loan for that. Unbanked and underbanked people cannot get loans. Well, guess what? There are loans available through crypto portals. So again, the MoneyGram Stellar partnership that officially launched today is going to make that happen now in 2 countries. Kenya in the, I almost flipped you guys off. I almost flipped this one out. It goes in Kenya in the Philippines. Because honestly, I'm saying right now that the United States and Canada, which by the way, those are those are the 4 countries that this is happening in. And for those of you that are just hopping on right now, this just went live 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. The 4 countries that are live, this is the actual official live, are Canada, Kenya, the Philippines, and United States. The United States and Canada, they really don't need much help with the underbanked in order to get those services, right? There's a lot of cash-based services that we have here in the United States. In fact, you can even go to a Coinstar, coin exchange machine, and you can buy Bitcoin with cash there. See, so it's not just in the United States, right? Now these options are opening to other people. Let's get to those comments. And again, if you got comments, suggestions, anything like that, hit me up down in the comment section. I've got my laptop on here. And sorry I'm a little rusty with this live thing. The reason I have not done live streams in over 2 months is the last live stream that I did. I don't know, I'm sure you guys saw it. But the last live stream I did with my big dog got really sick. He had like a stroke. We had to put him down shortly after. So I really backed off on the live streams because every time like I stream live, you guys have seen it. You guys have seen the dogs behind me, you know? And what was really sad was that like my dog always hung out with me during live streams. He was always sitting there like next to me. And you guys even saw him in the videos, right? My big doggy, you know? So it was just really hard for me to get back onto the live stream horse because, you know, my dogs are big to me. And so when my dog passed, it was just really sad. So that's why I haven't live streamed in such a long time. Now, on to the comments. All right, War Galley says, once they find out about the fees being so much cheaper, that will certainly encourage it as they can keep more of the money. Yes, the user, once the end user starts understanding right now, all right, the amount of money that they can save, all right, just think about it. If it's 3-5% that they can save, I mean, El Salvador does $20 billion a year in remittances. Even if it's 5%, that's $1 billion that goes into the hands of the family members and the people that need it the most, the receivers of that remittance money. That's why when I saw the launch, all right, and I'm calling it a soft launch, when I saw the soft launch of being able to on-ramp and off-ramp money in the United States, I'm sitting here going, guys, this is not the launch. The United States doesn't need help. These other countries need the help, and we need to get the word out to them, and Stellar needs to get the word out. No, I do not have a beer. I have water. I still got to go and run a few errands today, so no, I have not started drinking just yet. But thank you, Lau, for asking. I mean, you guys are always willing to buy me a beer, but no, I do not have a beer right now. Patriotist says, and good to see you guys, El Salvador and African countries are like peanuts of the crypto market. They won't rise the price that much. Patriotist, it's not them buying crypto. I don't want you to think about it this way. This MoneyGram portal thing has nothing really to do with buying crypto. The biggest leverage of this tool, and this is why I wanted to go live to share this with everyone. The biggest usage of this tool, all right, is that people can send money back and forth from their families at a cheaper rate, all right? And what I want to bring up right now, and let's melt the old PC here. Let's go global. I think I have it remittances. Global remittance, all right? There was a really cool chart. All right, global remittances, all right? Holy crap, I don't want this one. There's a certain one I want to see. There's a global remittance chart. Well, anyways, what they talk about is all global remittance. Let's go leader. Global remittances 2021. I'm looking for one. I believe it has India up on the top. I think that's the one I'm looking for, and it's got a weird chart. Well, anyways, the highest remittance outflow in countries was $68 billion in the United States, in UAE with 43 billion. Think of the money that can be saved by cutting those rates in half. And who needs that money? It is the poor and underbanked people. The global remittance market, and this is why this is significant, everyone. The global remittance market is estimated to reach $730 billion, and it is projected to reach $930 billion in 2026. And if Stellar can save people, all right, 5% on those remittances, that is what, 40, that would save them what, if in projected in 2026, that would save them $46.5 billion. So Patriotist, I get what you're saying. You care about the price, and trust me, we all care about the price. But the real price movement comes from when a product is being used, when more people, mass adoption of crypto is happening. All right, back to the questions. Lau says, yes, Stellar Moon today. My only problem I have with Stellar mooning today was this horrible CPI report that came out this morning at 8:30. That was really, really bad. Inflation jumped up 8.6%, a 40-year high. And the worst part about it, it wasn't the fact that it went to 8.6%, which is totally god-awful. The worst part about it was they were projecting that this CPI data that came out this morning, which I talked to you guys about on May 30th, I talked to you about this almost 2 weeks ago, that this stuff would come out, that when the CPI data came out, people were expecting inflation to start cooling off. But instead, what happened? Inflation went through the roof at 8.6%, causing this drop that you see right here and causing all of this stuff here to be red on the screen. In fact, if we go to our heat map, I've got this loaded up with volume right now. Your biggest volume hitters, right? The bigger the square, the more volume. Ethereum, your biggest volume hitters, down 6.6%. Bitcoin down almost 4%. XRP, looks like 9%. Let's see if I can find XLM. Let's see where the volume is. It should be popping up on my volume radar here pretty soon. XLM is right down here. What is XLM right now? Just to bring it up on the screen so everyone right now. XLM down 4.81%. So again, did the market move heavier from MoneyGram news, or did the market move heavier with CPI data? And the answer is pretty simple. You could see the CPI data really knock the crap out of the market. There was some movement back, right? It was clawing back. Here's the movement from MoneyGram, but look, people already took those minuscule profits from that point. And you could see it with the outflow red volume indicators right here at the bottom of the screen. So Patriotus chimes in. Only good in Stellar is that it's ranked 24 in the crypto market. It's still breathing. It is not dead. It is so far from being dead. And that's why I don't want people to confuse price with performance. All of this crypto drop that you're seeing here, see these nice cool arrows on the screen? All of these drops that you are seeing right here, ooh, that was kind of funky, eh? All of these drops are because, guess what? Inflation-related news. That's huge. That's the big problem, right? Inflation-related news is pulling money out of the crypto markets. It's pulling money out of risky asset classes like crypto. Miguel Santos says, Danelle Dixon promised big news this weekend, a new partnership maybe. Well, the big news that they had that they just announced is that, yes, it is official with MoneyGram and Stellar. I am telling you guys all right now, MoneyGram and Stellar is official. It just went officially live today, June 10th at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So before, you know, everyone, when I told you MoneyGram is not live, I was not kidding, because that program was not live yet. I'm being very polite out there, and I'm saying that this was a soft opening. And during a soft opening where you only open one payment corridor, you work out all the kinks that you can before you open it up to the big ones. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So what other comments do you guys have? I don't think I'm going to go too long on this one. I do got a bunch of stuff to do today because I got to admit, it was my birthday a few days ago, and in case you guys haven't noticed, I cranked out tons of content on my birthday. Yep, normally I like to celebrate it and do stuff, but I'm going to celebrate it this weekend. But I wanted to let you all know that, yes, while it was my birthday, I made sure that I cranked out content and got you all caught up to date. In fact, the coolest thing that I can say about this whole thing is that I posted a video on the XLM MoneyGram update, all right? And shortly after, one of you guys sent me the article that said, hey, Klaus, it just went live. Literally several minutes after I published the story, they now went public and said that it is live. So hit the like button, drop the donos, throw the cool comments out there, ask the questions, and let's keep this stream going. Because I think right now I might, oh, and thank you for the happy late birthday. I totally appreciate it. I did. I busted my butt my whole birthday. Normally I like to party kind of hard on my birthday. It did be fair, right? Total open and honesty. I do. I like to party hard on my birthday, but the thing is, I've really liked and enjoyed doing this. I've really had a lot of fun bringing you guys the crypto news, bringing you the heat, trying to dump 2, 3, 4 videos a day, and concise ones too. Just so you guys know, I do not want to waste any of your time. So if you wonder why my videos are so short, so concise, so packed with action and goodness, it is because I value your time. I don't need to string a video out 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes just to get my point across. I need just a couple minutes and boom, we're done. I get you back on your way. That is the value proposition of this channel. Short format content that is informative and extremely timely. I break the news fast and hot so that you get it first. All right, Jimbo Tango chimes in and says, hey, happy birthday. Well, thank you, Jimbo. I appreciate that. And for those of you that are watching, yes, I'm telling you right now, it was my birthday, and I did celebrate it by hanging out with you guys. So thank you for the birthday wishes. Lau says, MoneyGram just unleashed a new commercial about how to use it 27 minutes ago. See, that's my point, you guys. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And Jimbo, thank you very much, sir. I do appreciate that. I will gladly use that to buy beverages other than the water that I am drinking right now. Oh, and that's the other thing too. All right, so it was just my birthday. How old do you think I turned on that birthday? Let's see if any of you guys get it right. Comment below. Let me know how old you think I turned on my birthday. And yes, I did spend my birthday cranking out content for you guys. But what's really cool though is that yes, MoneyGram is live. The official, okay, 10 euros. How many beers did that get us in the US? It depends. Like if I go Miller High Life, right? And if I really try to like slum it, you know, or even if I go like Natty Light, that's like really big in the South down here. I could probably get myself close to a case, like a suitcase, right? I could at least get myself a suitcase of Natty Light. So I could definitely have fun on 10 euros. Thank you again, Jimbo. No, thank you for saying 37. I really do appreciate that. But yes, that is the big announcement that is going on right now. Right now, June 10th at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it went live. The announcement came directly from the Stellar Development Foundation. That is why in a previous video, I gave you guys an update on Stellar MoneyGram. And I was laughing in the video because I said, hey, it's not live yet. Because it wasn't live yet. It wasn't at all. Patriotus asks, how much beer is that in the U.S. markets? I think, I seriously, if I slummed it, I could get myself a case of beer with 10 euros. But realistically, like 10 euros, I could get myself a 6-pack of Heineken, and I would be set. A lot of you guys are saying 39. We got a 37. Lawrence Fontenot is saying, happy birthday, bud. Enjoy your channel. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I think you're 43 years old. No one's gotten it right yet. No one has gotten it right yet. And for those of you, all right, that are watching, you guys know how much fun these live streams can be. But the big one right now is this. MoneyGram launches. It is public. What is happening to the price? The big thing that you guys have wondered about is the price. Yes, there was an increase of price right here when that announcement was made. The problem is, though, is earlier in that morning, we had CPI data that came out that sucked. That really sucked, okay? And if you guys want to know important dates, all right? Important dates, because if you wanted to know where I found out all this stuff, there is a video right here. It looks like a calendar, all right? If you see that video with a calendar, it's got a June calendar with an XLM XRP logos on it that says ready. Watch that video. That will tell you about all those important dates that are happening this month with the financial calendar, okay? And that's how I knew that this here was not a performance factor of Stellar. Oh my God, War Galley, you think I'm 47? Dude, we might have to ban War Galley for thinking I'm 47. Holy crap, dude. But that's why I keep you guys up to date on the calendar stuff, because this morning, and that's why I did the video on it this morning, when the price went down this morning, hopefully everyone saw that June video, that June calendar video right here that I was showing you, because hopefully you saw that video, because that video told you exactly why the price would go down. Interesting. See, there is a total value to this channel, and a lot of it is I don't just like force feed you guys the information. I try to make it like in digestible bites so that you guys can learn what's comfortable, you can learn at your pace, and you can learn at the depth that you want to. David Hayes chimes in, and no one, yeah, War Galley, we're going to ban you, dude. War Galley's going to be banned. He's going to be banned for thinking I'm 47. David Hayes says, MoneyGram is huge news. This is the first day banks are no longer needed. Yes, David, thank you so much for saying that. It is so important, all right, for right now, 2 countries especially. All right. And if everyone's wondering what they're doing in the comments, everyone's guessing my age. I just celebrated a birthday, and I celebrated my birthday by busting out content for you guys on my birthday. So everyone right now is guessing my birthday in the comments, but no one has guessed my age. So that's what you're doing right now. I've got 35s, 37s. Patriotist says, I remember you told about 36, 38 in some stream. Nope. I'll tell you this. At the age I am right now, I've competed a lot in sports, high-level sports my whole life. I am actually in better shape right now than I've been in my whole 30s and probably most of my 20s. But the big key, okay, and I'm so glad, all right, that David Hayes brought this up. So we got to give a gold star to David Hayes, all right? David Hayes brought up this statement. This is the first day banks are no longer needed. Interesting, all right? So put it this way. Banks are not needed. And what does it mean banks are not needed? Well, for people in Kenya and the Philippines, all right, what they can do, they can now take cash, their fiat, They can go to a MoneyGram location. They can on-ramp that money, have it turned into USDC, and then be able to invest that money. No need for an ID, no need for any of that other stuff, which often holds back the unbanked and the underbanked, the lack of bank accounts. David, exactly, correct statement. Because of this MoneyGram partnership, the need for a bank has been minimized. The only reason I say minimized is because we all know the services that are there for those that choose banking-based services are going to be much more affordable than ones that are going to be crypto-based. Why? Because we have to build those still. I mean, it's still a risky asset class. It's still a risky user base. And that's where you're going to see a lot of these evolutions happen, where they start making that market rate more even, right? They're going to level it out a little bit. War Galley said, Levels of Madness says he is 38 with 10 years of experience. It looks like he was rode hard and put away wet. No, Levels of Madness. I am not 38 with 10 years of experience. In fact, you guys are going to like this one. I actually started my professional career at age 18, and I retired before my 39th birthday. So there is a fun fact for you. Let's see. Hizzy Wizzy chimes in. Are you able to quickly say what's happening on the 14th and 15th of this month? Yes, I can totally tell you that. On the 14th and 15th of this month, we have the Federal Reserve, who is going to be coming out. I've got it right here up on the screen. We are going to be talking about them and their interest rates, all right? So, Hizzy Wizzy, here is why this is so important, all right? The CPI data report that came out this morning, right here, that caused this dip, that report was way worse than predicted, all right? Here's the effect of that. The effect of that now is that the Fed sees that inflation now is rising even faster than they predicted. So what do? They only have a few tools in their toolbox. They're going to raise rates even stronger to knock it back down. All right. So when we talk about price action, Hizzy Wizzy, all right, and this is why you guys love this channel, because I can get this information to you quick. The reason why this is important is because the market up to this point has been thinking 50 basis points. In fact, Jerome Powell and the Fed has been saying, hey, 50 basis points the rest of the year, but we might hit you with a 75 if it's needed. Here's what you have to decide as an investor, as a whatever you want to call it out there. You have to decide, was this movement, this CPI data that came out at 8:30 this morning, was that a strong enough factor for the Fed then to pump up a 75-point hit? All right. And no, I am not 41. You guys still haven't gotten it yet. But that's the whole idea. Now, if the Fed kicks it a 75 basis point hit on the 14th, 15th with that meeting, that will show to the world, not just the United States, okay? That will show to the world that the Feds are behind the 8 ball. They're in panic mode, and they are like, oh, crap, we need to do something big. If the Fed comes out and says, hey, we're going to hit it with a 75 basis point hit to counteract that CPI data that we heard 8:30 this morning, that can send the markets down. And Aaron Sandy, you said I look 47. I think what we're going to do, we're going to have to ban everyone that thinks I'm way older than what I am. I am not. And you guys still haven't gotten my age right. Like, holy crap, you guys. Let's see. Patriotist says exercise gets more important as you get older. Also stretching. I do a lot of Pilates. I do a lot of yoga, a lot of meditation too. I am actually in most of my calories come from like fruits and veggies. So like I'm actually like really, really healthy now. No. You guys are all wrong. John Niner saying happy birthday, 41. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everyone. No, not 41. No, not 43. How is it you guys have not gotten this one right? But the big news that I wanted to make sure that I caught everyone up on is that, yes, today, 29. Best. Hizzy Wizzy, love you, 29. Hizzy Wizzy's the best person. War Galley gets it right, 42. Yep, everyone, I turned 42. So sorry about that. No, I am not 38 with only 10 years of experience. I actually retired when I was 38. So there you go. A little cool fun fact for me right there. No, 42, everyone. It is 42. I'm going to put that right now in the comments. No, I am 42. End of story. 42. That's it. All right. But the big thing right now is June 10th at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. Stellar Development Foundation officially, that is my whole key, officially announced that they are live with MoneyGram in 4 key countries. Those countries are Canada, Kenya, the Philippines, and the United States. Those are the 4. And this is the first step to the removal of needing of banks. Think about that. Because of this partnership with MoneyGram and Stellar, people in cash-based societies, heavy cash-based societies, all right, like the ones you see in here, the bigger the blue circle compared to the orange circle, that's more of a society that favors cash versus non-cash. With this MoneyGram Stellar partnership, these regions here, where you see the big blue circle and small orange ones, those regions are going to get more support, more options in banking for them. And let me have a drink of my water real quick here. So yes, that is the huge news. That's why a few days ago I made that video, right? The Stellar MoneyGram update. And I said, guys, it is not live. I check my stuff. I know what I'm doing. I verify my sources. I've done this thing before. So yes, June 10th, MoneyGram is live in 4 countries. Cash in, cash out. This is big. It's big because this is exactly how crypto mass adoption happens. For all of you out there that are wondering price-wise, right? Like, oh my gosh, price-wise. Think about this. Crypto increases in value in 2 ways. The first is what you and I normally do. We buy, sell, trade, right? That is how it drives the price. The other way to drive the price, and the more organic way to drive the price, is by usage, right? Usage of the Stellar network, usage of the, right, payment pathways that Stellar is building. We will be able to track that performance. And in fact, if you guys have been watching, I have shown you over the last several weeks right here, there has been a huge uptick, increase of activity on the Stellar chain. Yes, on the Stellar chain. More people are using the Stellar chain. And this is where, okay, this is where that adoption comes into play. Because I want you to think about this. Imagine if no one used Stellar. Just pretend, all right? Everyone just pretend with me, okay? Imagine no one used Stellar. And the only reason that Stellar went up or down in value was because people were investing in it. Okay, not usage, just investing. After a while, don't you think that the people investing in it are going to be like, well, hey, wait a minute. If there's no value, why are we investing it? If there's no people using it, why are we investing in it? That's my point. That's exactly my point. Once we get more people using the product, and that product, right, the usage of that product starts showing up in these metrics on the ledger, then we are going to be able to see mass adoption. And we've got Ben Arch. Ben, I miss you, man. Ben, I do miss you. And Ben, I gotta do this because Ben's awesome. Ben, I've been like, you know, I haven't streamed in a few months, and you're always on the streams and stuff like that, and I really appreciate it. But what happened was a couple months ago when I did my one stream, my dog got really sick. He actually had a stroke, like at the end of the live stream, and I had to like cut it. It was really bad. And my dog's like my best friend. Well, he ended up passing away, so I haven't done a live stream since he passed. It was really, really tough. So I just wanted to show everyone that, or tell everyone, the reason I haven't done a live stream has nothing to do with you guys. It was really hard when my dog passed. It really hit me hard because whenever I streamed, he was always right next to me. And you guys would always see him like flaring around in the lights and screwing up my studio lights and all that. So it was really, really, really tough. Lawrence Fontenot says, where can I get one of them ball caps with the Stellar logo on it? I got mine at Meridian 2021. I bet you Stellar has some. I bet you do. A lot of people have been asking me. I bet you Stellar has some. The other thing too, if you guys are wondering, and I just wanted to say it out there, is that I celebrated a birthday here recently, like super recently, and I celebrated my birthday by bringing you all the news. I wanted to let everyone out there know that I am dedicating a lot of time and a lot of effort bringing you guys the hot crypto news. I'm now diversifying, going a little bit of Stellar, a little bit of Ripple, a little bit of global news to help tie all of this stuff together so that we all have a better idea of what's going on in the crypto world. In fact, the stuff that happened this morning, and what's up, oh baby, I like it raw, good to see you here. In fact, all right, I had a video that had a June calendar out there. I swear probably most of you watched it because it had over 7,000 views. So shout out to all you guys for watching it. But in that video, I talked about CPI data and how it can affect the market. Boom, there you go right there, okay? That's the effect. I also talked about, hey, if the report on the 9th, or sorry, not the 9th, on the report on the 10th today, if that report is bad, okay, you have to watch out for June 14th and 15th. And the reason you have to watch out for June 14th and 15th is because that is when the Federal Reserve will be meeting, and we have to look out for the 75 basis point hit rather than the 50. And that's what we have to ask ourselves. Is this report that just came out right now, the CPI data that has us at 8.6%, is that enough for the Fed to crank it up to 75 basis points? Oh, baby, I like Raw says, cross 30,000 lumens. Good for you. You have been stacking. Good job, oh, baby, I like Raw. And again, loving the name, loving the name. Wow, it says at Patriot, yes, you will get it. It will enslave us. They are talking about social credit scores. Thank you, Ben. Totally appreciate it. And that was the thing, Ben. Everyone was guessing what my age was. And it was funny. No one got it right up until the end. And I think it's just because people were tapping numbers. Gary Talon says dogs are the best. Gary, I know I see you commenting on my stuff. And Gary, I got to tell you, man, it has been the hardest thing in the world for me with my big dog. So you guys know out there, right? Full disclosure. So I'm retired, right? Like this is what I do now. And it's fun. Like I do this. I really like doing this. But I am retired. So for me, I have spent 24/7 the last 3+ years with my dogs. And I mean like literally 24/7. You know, being like a stay-at-home dad now that I like doing, I do. I'm around my dogs all the time. So when my dog passed, man, that really hit me hard. And the hard part about it was, and I'm sure you guys, you know, follow the channel, or if you guys have followed the channel, the hardest part about the situation with my dog was we had to put him down while I was in Colorado. So you guys know I like to go to Colorado. I like to hike. I like to get out there and just kind of, you know, be one with nature and just unplug from everything. It was sad because my son and I were doing a real aggressive, brutal hike. And my wife called us and said that, you know, the dog got even sicker. So yeah, it was really... It was tough. It was really, really tough. Oh, Ben, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You did not have to. Ben, thank you. I really appreciate that, Ben. And just so you know, I have your photo still right above my dining room table. So I want you to think of how important that is. That is up there with my White Sox memorabilia, okay? And you guys know how big the White Sox are to my family. In fact, that's why I was in Florida, right, those few days, because I was in Florida. Anyways, thank you, Ben. I do totally appreciate that. I will have a drink for my birthday. I will admit, I'm drinking water right now. It is early in the day. Someone asked me if I was drinking yet, and I was like, dude, no, I can't drink yet. It's a little early in the day. Ben, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Patriotist asks, do you have a TikTok? I do not have a TikTok. I do have a Snapchat. I don't know if you would want to follow that one, because that's a bad one. That's a naughty one. That's a Snapchat between my wife and I. So no, I don't have a TikTok. I use Twitter a little bit, very little. I don't do Facebook. I don't do anything like that. My big thing though is I try to get as much content as I can through YouTube. Oh baby, I like it raw says, cheers to the pup. I sent 2 over the bridge. They're all up there running around. Got my boy Zeus now, but he might be my last. Fucking wild. Yeah, dude, that's the hard part. So I have 3 dogs. I have 3 shepherds, and I have my 2 girl doggies. Hold on. Where are my girl doggies? Girl doggies, come here. Come here, baby. Yeah, come on. Come on, sweetie. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're okay. Come on in. Yeah, good girl. Come on. Come on, baby. Inside. Come on. Right. Go. Go. All right. All right, sorry about that. It is going to get cranking out in here now with these dogs in the studio lights. But I do, I had 3 dogs, and I've got my 2 girl dogs, and we're all still trying to adapt. I'll admit, it's still really hard. When you have dogs that are pack animals especially, when they lose their pack leader, and my big dog was the pack leader, he was my big traditional collared shepherd. When they lose... Dang it, Twitch, I just saw you. When they lose the pack leader, shepherds and pack dogs really, really struggle. In fact, my older girl dog, Leia, come on up here, sweetie. Come here, baby. Come here. You're okay. Ray, leave her alone. Come here. So my girl dog here, Leia, she's actually been taking it the hardest. She's 7, and so she grew up with him, and so there will be times literally where she'll just, hey, stop. She'll just go and she'll just start crying on the floor. So it's really, really tough. Yeah, no, sorry, drawing. No, and it was a hand done drawing. Like it's like shading and everything. Like Ben's picture that he got me was friggin' legit. Like it's really cool stuff. And yes, this is a corn shirt. Follow the leader. I wore that for a specific reason. Follow the leader. Twitch Radio chimes in. Sup, guys? I thought I'd stop by and crash the party. Twitch Radio, the big news, all right, in case you have not heard, is MoneyGram officially launched today. Yes, everyone listening. Today, June 10th at 1:15 was the official launch. It is launched now in 4 countries officially: Canada, Kenya, Philippines, and the United States. So everything that you have seen before, no, MoneyGram was not live. I made a video about it, you guys. I told you that MoneyGram was not live, that I had talked to MoneyGram themselves. I had done my research. They were not live. What you saw was open was a cash in, cash out in the United States. That's not the MoneyGram program. That's not what we wanted. What we wanted was this: remittance corridors and going after cash-based societies, helping the unbanked and underbanked. So there you go, Twitch Radio. I just got you caught up to speed. And I got to call you too, Twitch. So we got to connect sometime soon. And I know you're busy, so I'll probably text you or something like that, and then I'll bug you about this. Let's see. Oh, the corn shirt's rocking. Pokon says, is that a corn shirt? Yes, it is. And this is, by the way, this is the real corn shirt. You can tell there's the real one. I'll show you guys. The real one has the logo on the front, but it also has the logo on the upper spine. Hopefully you guys can see that, the little follow the leader sign. That's how you know you got the legit one. If you only see the one in the front, that's the duplicate printed shirt. So don't do that. Jay Sion says, I have the same shirt since the album release, but like in a dark greenish rust color. Dude, this one is old too. This one is older from, oh my God, I can't even tell you for how long. I can tell you I've had this. I've had this since, holy crap, follow the leader, senior in high school, freshman in college, something like that. Yeah, it's about how long. And Blessed Tree says, Blessed XLM. Yes, today is going to be a good day, as now we see that the unbanked and underbanked no longer need a bank account. Now, hear me out. They will pay more. I'm going to be real with everyone right now. That's going to be a problem. The services that they're using are going to be more for traditional investing. I'm just throwing that around there, okay? Just throwing that around there. But the key is, people in Kenya, people in the Philippines never had that chance. If they didn't have a bank account, they didn't have a chance to invest. They didn't have a chance to get loans. They didn't have a chance to invest in crypto or anything like that. But now that they can on-ramp money with MoneyGram that went live today at June 10th, all right, they're now able to take their fiat, right? Think they could take their fiat, they could convert it into USDC on MoneyGram, throw it on a wallet, and then be able now to get loans and invest with that money. Opportunities that they never had before. That's the key for MoneyGram, everyone. That's the real launch. This is the day we have been waiting for. The day that banks lose a little bit of that leverage that they've had over those people. Now, back to the comments. Twitch Radio says, I'll be around. And yeah, that one is from the 90s. I think it was like late 90s, because I was in college, late 90s. So yeah, it's late 90s. Twitch is right, man. Twitch has, I think we all had this shirt, right? Like, this is the awesome follow the leader shirt. I mean, I love this one. So yeah, that's what we got going on today, guys. We are talking big stellar MoneyGram news. We're also talking about what? We're talking about this. You guys, if you're wondering, how do I know what days are going to have big impact days price-wise, right? See this little calendar thingy I got up here on the screen? This calendar, this video right here, has all the dates for important financial news releases, okay? Reports and so forth. So in fact, in that video, I even talked about buying opportunities. I said, but, and again, this isn't investment advice. I provide you with the news, I provide you with the dates, you disseminate how you want to tackle it. But I am a channel out there that's telling you exactly the days and times that stuff is happening. So at least, you know, kind of throw me a bone that way. But yeah, check that out. The price right here, you could see this price drop right here. This heavy drop was from the CPI data. In this video, I released this video June 3rd, it's Jenko jeans, dude. Yes, the Jenko jeans. And we all went to raves, right? Isn't that what it was? We all used to go to raves too. I gotta watch what I say. But anyways, in this video, this calendar video, I go over all the big financial events that are happening in June, the dates that you're looking for, and as always, any article you see in this video is linked in the description below. I link all the other calendars for you as well. So this video not only contains the June information, but it contains information for financial calendars for the rest of the year. So if you want to start targeting buying and selling opportunities based on financial news, I highly suggest you watch this video right here. Just look for the calendar with a bunch of cool colors with the Stellar and XRP logos on it. And again, I broke this video out May 30th. All right, May 30th. So May 30th, people were already in the know about the movements like this. And again, the reason I am making sure that I cover you guys with as much broad space crypto news as possible is so that you understand the implications of what's going on. So that this morning, when you saw this price drop, you weren't like, oh crap, what happened to Stellar? Is it the MoneyGram stuff? Oh my God, what's happening? No. You knew that the price dropped because the CPI data was way out of line because I told you when it would be. Ben says, what's your thought on the markets? Klaus, I'm hoping for another 30% drop. Ben, I'm with you, man. I don't think the pain train is over. I really don't. In fact, I really haven't even been buying big because I'm still waiting for more opportunities out there. The reason I'm waiting for more opportunities, and Ben, hear me out, okay? And you and we deal with this in similar ways, all right? And for those of you that don't know, yeah, my XI Exinium thing. We'll get into that. But Ben, seriously, the reason you and I both deal with this, okay? We're dealing with this in different ways, right? Ben, for those of you that don't know, Ben's across the pond, all right? And I'm here in the States. But across the pond, the States, Canada, we're all dealing with very similar problems, and that's inflation. Until inflation starts repeatedly going down, cooling off in a sustained manner, not a knee-jerk manner, but a sustained manner. Until that happens, we will not get the prices that we need. And here's why. I want you to think about this, all right? So inflation data, okay? The CPI data, we've talked about that. CPI data was bad. It went up 8.6%. Horrible. Okay, so what do? They now have to raise interest rates. So when you raise interest rates, that makes things more expensive. When things are more expensive, you're probably not going to spend as much. So like a house. A house at $100,000 at 1% interest is way cheaper than a house at $100,000 at 4% interest. That's pulling money out of the market. As the Fed raises interest rates, HELOC, right? Home equity lines of credit loans, all right? Those go up. All right. Think of anything tied to the rates. Think of your credit cards. Your credit card interest rates are starting to go up. All of those are pulling free money out of the economy. That's free money, free money, available money, right? Free in terms of their spendability money, right? Their flexible spending. God, I couldn't think of the word, but it's free money out there, flexible money, available money out in the market. It's stopping that, okay? So as these interest rates keep coming up, it's going to make housing more expensive, credit cards, all that. That is going to suck all of that extra floating money out. And that's why these markets are going down now. So when you look at it, right, when we zoom out even further and we look at this line right here, this is all heavily based on inflation. This is all based on the fact that the market is saying this, hey, prices are high, things are getting worse, and you're going to be paying more for credit cards, gas, food, housing, and all that. All right? Because of that, yeah, thank you, liquidity. Jesus, I couldn't even say. Oh my God, yeah, liquidity. Thank you, Jazz Love. I couldn't put my finger on it. But seriously, once the market starts seeing that people have that money, that liquidity available to spend, that is when you see prices start rising for crypto and equities. Because look at my screen up here. This stuff on here, not all of this is crypto. Some of this here is equities, all right? So it's not just the crypto, it's the equity markets as well. Discretionary income. My God, you guys are way better than me. You thank you so much, guys. Discretionary income and liquidity. Thank you very much for both. Ben R chimes in. And Ben, thank you again for the birthday gift. I do appreciate that. And thank you again, Jimbo Tango, for the birthday gift as well. Say it 3 times fast. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. All right, I can do that. I can do that. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. How about that? But Ben R says, I'm stacking cash too. I don't have any crypto at the moment. I got out evens luckily. Yeah, you know, Ben, that's actually been my thing. And actually I've been talking about that, is I've been holding more and more of a higher percentage of cash. Okay, hear me out. This is just how I do it. I'll just explain it to you guys and you guys let me know, all right? This is how I do it. Let's just pretend that every week I've got a couple $100s that I can invest, okay? In the times that crypto was booming, I was putting more and more into crypto. No, not really. That's actually not true because I was pretty strict on my price. But anyways, as prices were going, I was putting a higher percentage of my money in crypto. I have now dialed down. Jesus, I can't talk. I have now dialed down that crypto amount. More is going into cash. I'm not putting that much into equities just yet either. I'm not putting a lot into equities or crypto. Honestly, I think until we see inflation data get back under control, it's not going to happen. I just don't see it's going to happen. So I think we're going to have buying opportunities there as long as the market's reacting to inflation. And that's what we're seeing right now, everyone, is that the market is saying, hey, your home's more expensive, your car, your gas, your all that stuff, credit cards, interest rates, they're all higher. There's so much more money being spent. You can't buy stuff then, right? If you're paying $5 a gallon on gas, you're not buying crypto. Think about that, right? How much money do you have right now? Oh God, I was almost going to say free money. My God, you guys. How much liquidity, discretionary cash do you have now versus say a year ago, right? Just think about that. All right. Yes. Oh, baby, I like it raw. I am buying cards. I am buying cards. Some of the stars that we grew up with watching are getting to the age where if they were to pass, their values of their cards will start going up. So just throw that out there. But yeah, so weirdo dogs. So anyways, what I'm looking at right now, okay, is these inflation reports, all right? I'm watching the CPI data every month to see what the indicators are that are letting me know, can we get back into crypto heavier? Will that market even start moving more until they happen? No, I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. And the thing is, though, the more negative pressure you have, right? The Terra crash, and oh my gosh, is that getting even worse, right? You have Tether. Have you guys seen the amount of money pulled out of Tether? Oh my gosh, that is bad too. So all of these factors are leading to just a real bearish market. But the biggest one right now is inflation. Inflation across the globe is what's moving the markets. Jazz Love says even prostitutes are more expensive now and they're accepting Bitcoin. I did a story on it. Pretty cool. Jimbo Tango says Pokemon cards will be the currency of the future. What's funny, Jimbo, is we're seeing a big movement now into a whole bunch of different asset classes. And we're seeing it also in different forms. For instance, NFTs on the Stellar marketplace. Volume is going through the roof on Ethereum's OpenSea. Volume is going heavily down. So even within the same product field, right? Because there are the same product field. You have winners and losers now starting to emerge. Twitch Radio says, had to use all my liquidity and get out almost completely. Yeah, I know. Twitch, that does suck, man. It sucks, but seriously, you do what you got to do to support the family, and we all totally get it. Ben says, how's the family, Klaus? How's Amy? Are we having another Drinks and Crypto live stream? 19 shots. Oh, man, I don't know, you guys. No, Amy's doing good. It's actually really cool. My wife just got a brand new position where she is going to be working from home. So our family plan to beat inflation, and specifically my wife's, she wanted to work from home and she was able to achieve it. She's actually going to be working from home now, I think in like the next week, Ben. So it's going to be awesome to see, because think about this. My wife drives, and time is money. I always tell you guys that, right? My wife drives about 45, 50 minutes each way to work. And she drives a not a bigger SUV, but a decent sized SUV. So it's not the most gas friendly. And so she spends money on gas and she spends money away from home. Now her working at home, all right, you guys are going to love this. Now with her working at home, she's going to be saving money on gas, vehicle wear and tear, all that kind of stuff. And she's going to be hanging out with me during the day. So I am going to be a happy camper. So yeah, the families, yes, everyone remembers Akshay. Of course, everyone. You guys, just because I haven't streamed for a few months doesn't mean I forgot you. I remember y'all. It's just been hard for me to stream with my dog. Oh, baby, I like it raw says, Klaus, could we somehow come up with a new auction house for cards? and use crypto and crush the other houses with less buyers and seller fees. Yeah, you know, and that's what you're going to see, oh baby, I like it raw. You're going to see revisions of things. Okay, I want you to think about this. People that are using Bitcoin to move money, right? Ethereum to move money. And you guys know what I'm talking about when they legalize that in the countries and all that stuff. You know as well as I do that they're paying sick premiums, that if they were to use Stellar and all that, they would be saving a ton of money, okay? What's going to happen is we first have to get people to use crypto products. Then we have to take that same market base of people, okay? And we have to now educate them to which one fits their needs the best. And I think that's where we're not at that point yet. I think in terms of like this global crypto adoption thing where we're at, we're seeing more people familiar with crypto, but they just don't know yet what each one does, right? So like, for instance, if we were to take the average person out there, and Twitch Radio and I talked about this, if we were to take the average person out there, how many of them understand crypto? But then of those that understand crypto, how many of them would understand the difference if you wanted to move money on an Ethereum-based chain versus Stellar, or a product on the Ethereum chain versus Stellar chain? I don't think a lot of people can understand that. In fact, I don't know if you guys saw my, you want to go outside? Yeah, go outside? Okay, here, go outside, sweetie. Come on. You guys, let the dogs out. Go, you guys. It's hot in here. Go. Leia, go outside, sweetie. Good girl. All right, sorry about that, guys. It was just getting so hot in here, and I know the dogs wanted to go outside. But think about that. Jim Cramer, right? I know he's a boob. Hear me out, you guys, all right? I know Jim Cramer's a boob. But he said that if he were to recommend crypto to people, he would recommend Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like, you see what I'm saying? So even the people out there that are your industry leaders, right? Your Jim Cramers of the world. Hear me out, okay? Your Jim Cramers of the world tell you then to pick Bitcoin and Ethereum. The two, yes, that I understand are super expensive out there and super hip and popular, but they have crap for utilities. That's a big problem, right? So think of the people that listen to the Cramers out there. And I know it's not us, you guys. Like, I get it. We're usually a different demographic market group. But there's a lot of people that listen to them, right? Your Fidelity Investment Fund people, right? They listen to that stuff and they take that with gospel. And I think that's part of the problem. So where are we at right now? We're at crypto adoption early globally. More people are understanding it. I would say no, you would have a very tough time now walking down the street for someone not to know what crypto is. Doge or Shiba or Bitcoin, Ethereum. You'd have a real tough time. But I think right now, hardly, I wouldn't even say 1% of that group understands then the differences, or of the population understands then the differences between like a Stellar chain item and an Ethereum or a Bitcoin type thing. I don't think the public understands that. And I think that's where you're going to start seeing the big changes happen, okay? And so what started this whole live stream? Sorry, I'm starting to wheeze a little bit. And what started this whole live stream? It's that MoneyGram officially announced their launch June 10th at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. There you go. It is now live in 4 countries, including Canada, Kenya, Philippines, and the United States. Twitch Radio chimes in. I think it's like 1 in 10,000 people on Earth was the approximate number I came up with. And you're probably right, dude. Like, you're probably right. And just to let everyone know, I'm going to go to 3:15 today because I have to make an updated video out there regarding the MoneyGram release, because I told you all out there, I made a video, and in fact, because I always cite my sources, and because I am a good person that always kind of does this, all right, I even put a video out there, which was, hold on. There we go, this fresh update one. So I even said on June 8th that this was not live. I was not wrong. I would be correct, as Stellar and MoneyGram officially launched it June 10th. So be very, Ashke says, but if MoneyGram is launched, why isn't the price increasing already? And thank you for asking that. All right, and for those of you that have not watched, all right, here's the thing. Crypto price goes up for 2 reasons. One, people trade it, right? Buy, sell, and trade, kind of like what we're talking about right now. The second is people use it. Once people use a product more often, its value goes up. More investors want to get it in, price goes up. But right now, we don't have a lot of people, right, using it. And the other thing is, too, and Tom Gurry says this right, the CPI data was garbage. In fact, the CPI data came out at 8:30 this morning. I told you about it the 30th. That's what this price did right here. Oops, sorry, right here. Sorry, this is CPI data right here, guys. Sorry about that. That was CPI data right there. That's what happened to the market. Or no, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. CPI data was right here. My bad on that, guys. Yeah, and Tom, I'm with you too. There was a move. You could see when they announced it right here, there was a move, but the move was nothing because the CPI data is so rough. You guys, inflation right now is a bigger driving factor on crypto price than any partnership out there. The only thing that could honestly, seriously 180 the effect of inflation right now on the market is if right now Biden were to sign an executive order saying every crypto is legal, it's all payment, blah, blah, blah. That's the only thing that would move it, and that would only move it for a little bit. It's true. Hizzy Wizzy says it needs adoption, all right? It needs adoption. It needs adoption. It needs usage, and we can track that by using Stellar Expert, by going on the ledger and seeing the transactions that are out there. Ashke says, hey, Klaus, can you please share your views on Stronghold? Stronghold was created by a very, very smart person. I'd probably say like a trustworthy person as well. Stronghold's one, it's a good one. I like it. Now, is that advice on what to do with it? No. Price-wise and a good product are two different things. But Stronghold was developed by a legit person. That is something that you have to have huge key in right there. Stronghold was done by a legit person. And if, again, we're going to go to 315 for you guys today, I just wanted to make sure that I got this content out there that, yes, Stellar and MoneyGram are live. They went live at June 10th. Now, here you go. If you want to know how to find more stuff like this, always could go on prnewswire.com. These are press releases directly from the company. So be very careful out there where you get your information, because if it is not directly from the company, it can make you looking not so professional. It's probably a good way to put it. So yes, MoneyGram launches official today, June 10th. Twitch Radio says, if you were to pick the top 5 real utility tokens now and plop like 1,000K in each and not touch it, would it blow up in about 6 years? Yeah, I mean, like, seriously, if you want to do that, yeah, the only problem is I think if you were to set it and forget it, I think you might miss out on booms and spikes. Because here's the one thing, okay? Hear me out, all right? Hear me out. The problem is that when the price does start going up, will a bunch of the market want to liquidate and sell? Okay, so that means, so if you just think of the set it and forget it for 3 years, as the price goes up, do you think it's always going to go up, right? Or do you think once it hits that point, is it just going to, people are going to cash out and then we're going to kind of do the stair step pattern, right? And just kind of keep working it, right? That's what you have to, would I set it and forget it? I wouldn't forget it, but here's what I would do. I would have automatic orders in to cover me, and I would not pay much attention to the news if that kind of stuff burns you out. So Twitch, that's kind of my one way of looking at it, all right, is I would say I do believe in long-term, all right? I do believe in long-term, but I do believe also that they're holding the price down because there's so much more value and utility to Stellar. Ashke says, I'm only buying XLM and Stronghold. Ashke knows who developed Stronghold. Tom says, I have a question. Do you feel there might be an issue with buying when prices go low in order to prevent retail from getting in at great prices? Hizzy Wizzy says, thanks for live stream. Thanks you guys for watching. That matters so much to me. Is it going to prevent retail from getting in at these great prices? Here's the thing. When these prices get lower and lower and lower, it is opening up the eyes of more and new people, okay? Low prices, put this in perspective, all right? Just pretend you're a crypto holder of last year, all right? Just hear me out. You're a crypto holder of last year. And now the price has dropped, I mean, what, 40, 50% from what we were dealing with last year, you know, maybe even larger depending on when you bought in. That shook out a ton of people. But now I want you to think about all the people now that are like, whoa. So all those prices last year that I didn't want to buy crypto because I didn't understand it fully, now these prices are way less. That now brings in a whole new class of buying people. And that's what you guys got to realize. As people fall off of the crypto wagon, there's always new people coming on. Same thing with the stock market. As people get burned from the stock market and leave it, there's always new investors that turn 18 that are going to be wanting to put money in. There's always that ebb and flow of things, okay? So don't always look at stuff like absolutes. Absolutes are not going to work in this world because there's too much layering, too much interoperability needed. That's kind of a little hint there for you. TomTom says, Coinbase is already throttling buys. And the thing is, it's who is buying Stellar and how long are they holding it for. That is going to be one of the big keys for us to watch, because as these prices go down, is it retail that's scooping it up? Is it big money that's scooping it up? Is it foreign money? Think about this, right? Is the buyers of Stellar, Lumens, XLM, as the price goes down, and Ripple's XRP, who is buying that, right? So as people sell, are we seeing foreign big money markets come in? Are we seeing foreign institutions come in? Something to keep an eye on, okay? That's why when I start looking at crypto, when I start looking at all this stuff, and that's why I'm trying to share this with you guys. I'm trying to be an educational channel. I really don't want to like tell you guys what to do. Hey, on this date, this is going to happen. That's horrible. That is horrible. Don't give people fish. Teach them how to fish so they can eat the rest of their life. That's what I try to do with this. That's why I also switch, not just from block size of volume, but I'll go market cap. So I'll look at market cap and I'll be like, okay, how are my big hitters moving? But then what I start looking at is I start looking at volume. And then when I start looking at volume, I go, okay, well, wait a minute. In the last hour, what is moving here? Is something happening? Is something kind of moving along the way? And then I could see, hey, in the last hour, it's done this. In the last 2 days, it's done this. And I can kind of pick apart the data that I'm looking for. So just stuff that I really like to help you guys all out with. I really like to share that information with you. And the best thing that I can tell you to do right now, you guys, check out this video for June. Seriously, that is the best thing that you guys could do other than saying thank you, because the thank yous mean a lot. And I am very appreciative of all of you out there. The thank yous mean a lot, and the comments mean a lot, and the support means a lot. But seriously, if there's one video that I can recommend that you guys watch, and you probably most have, it's this video of the calendar, because this is going to tell you all the big financial dates in June. And a little nugget for everyone that's watching in the description, because as always, any article you see in this video is linked in the description below. Yes, I've been doing it that long. In that description, you're going to find the schedule for the rest of the year. So what you can do is you can use your calendar at home, mark your calendar at home, and you can actually see those dates. So you can start planning your trades, planning your stuff. Akshay says that 500,000 XLM a good position to have. That's totally up to you. I know people that can survive on 600 a month, and I know people that need like 6,000 a month to survive. So that is all up to you. Basketaro says, thank you for the live stream. Well, thank you for watching and joining. New Personal says, thank you, and good to see you here, New Personal. And yeah, seriously, thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. It was super nice. I did want to let everyone know out there, I did work on my birthday for you. I made sure I cranked out 3 videos on my birthday, because this stuff I like. I like this kind of stuff. I like interacting with you guys. I don't like the FUD. I got to admit, I don't like the FUD, and I don't like people not being informed of big business processes. So like when this MoneyGram thing happened, please don't read into anything that I've posted video-wise. Just look at me posting the facts and being accurate, because that's actually what happened. I thought that was really, really cool. Filberto Medina says, sweet live. Bless Tree says, happy birthday. Yes, thank you everyone for the thanks for the streams and the birthday wishes. It was not my birthday today. It was actually my birthday. It was very, 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 very recent, and I made sure I worked on that birthday because I had fun. I had fun cranking out videos for you guys, but because it is Friday, I'm going to make up for it tonight. I'm going to replace my water with a little bit of booze cruise. Just hear me out there, all right? But yeah, that's the thing. Seriously, you guys, that's why I built this channel. I built this channel to bring you concise news that saves you time, brings you the most value, and informs you of decisions. And thank you, KD, for that. My life is a waterfall model. I like that, Twitch. But that's seriously, this is why I bring you guys news like this. I don't want to be a channel that tells you what to do. That's horrible. It's just like you go into work and your boss says, hey, do this. No, I've never been that person in my life. I was always the boss, leader, manager, whatever you wanted to call it, that said, hey, we can do this. Here's why. But what do you think? And that's what I try to do. I try to always tell you guys the here's why. Always think of here's why so that you understand the implications, because each person's situation is different. So for those of you that watched and saw the June calendar, you were well informed that this morning at 8:30 a.m., the reason Stellar tanked was not because of Stellar, but because of CPI data. Told you, the value of the channel is there, and the channel is growing faster and faster and faster thanks to you guys. It is now 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have to crank out another video to let the people know that we're on the live stream, that MoneyGram is officially live June 10th at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for the support. Thank you everyone for the super chats, donations. Thank you for the comments. And most of all,